Hey guys, thank you for joining the quest again today. I'm your host Marques Underwood, and today I'll be reviewing Insidious Chapter 3. Now this movie wasn't directed by James Wan. It was actually directed by Lee Winnell, who was like one of his collaborators. He helped him with Saw 1 through 3 and the first two Insidious films. And he also has another movie he's writing that's coming out later this year called Cooties. So he knows the horror genre really well, especially this franchise. And it's his first time directing it, as I said. And I really feel like this felt like a James Wan movie, but with his style. This movie is a prequel to the first two. It showed how the two comedy guys joined the lady, how the lady got into the business. And it kind of even shows the little boy, the guy from the first one, as he was as a boy. So I really appreciated that one in this movie. This movie also paid a lot of homage to The Shining. There were several shots in the hallway, which actually reminded me of that film. There's some shots where like the people are walking through the hallway, and then they look at this room, kind of like how they did in The Shining with 237. But in this case, I believe the room number is 514. There's also a shot with this like red elevator, and that really felt familiar from The Shining. So I really feel like it was just playing back to the classics that kind of paved the way for this movie. I really like that. But I must say the tension and suspense in this movie was so high. This must be the scariest movie of the year so far. Every scene, it was like, as soon as the music dropped, you knew something was going to come. You was prepared, but even when it still happened, you still jumped. I really appreciated that. There's a lot of times where I just wanted to cover up my eyes and just, look away, but I just couldn't, because I had to tell you guys how good this movie was. And it feels like when there's a jump scare, it's really earned because of the tension and suspense. As I said, it leads up to the jump scare. And even though you know it's going to be a jump scare, it's not like a wasted jump scare. Like, it's not like some guy hitting a girl from behind or like some ball going up against a window like how it was in It Follows. It was actually something scary and terrifying that just makes you want to look away and yell. In fact, this girl next to me, she just was yelling during the whole movie every time there was a jump scene. And after a while, it just became funny. Now, the second half of this movie, it actually pays a lot of homage to the second one, too. I feel like the first half of this movie was like Insidious 1, and the second half was like Insidious 2. Because the first half was probably the scariest part, but the second half actually explains the story, which is what Insidious 2 did. So it's a good mixture of both. I really appreciated that. To me, I like the first Insidious better than the second one, but the second one did not suck to me. It just wasn't that scary. But I understood why. It was just because of the story. But the first one was probably one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. During the second half of the movie, since I kind of got the pattern down for how those jump scenes were going to happen, I kind of like wasn't that scared because I was more prepared. So I just found it funny. In fact, the last jump scare in the movie, I kind of figured out what was going to happen. But when it did happen, I didn't really think it was going to be the thing that it was. But it was a nice, homage to the first one too, as I said. And the two guys that were like the comic relief, they're back in this one, as I said. And, they're funny too. There's a few scenes in there where, they're just scared to do their business. And it kind of, brings some comic relief to the second half of the movie. Overall, this movie was a fun movie. I'm feeling an A-, probably a 4.3. I was scared as hell. This is probably, like I said, the best horror movie of the year so far. I actually think Sinister 2 may beat this. I'm pretty sure it will, but so far, this is definitely worth the money. Also, I want to tell you guys, I was supposed to drop this Star Wars Episode 2 review yesterday, but I just got caught up in some things, so look forward to it next week. Hopefully either Monday or Tuesday. Definitely one of those days. But this week, I'll probably drop some more indie movies. I got one called Welcome to Me that I'm working on right now. Maybe one more or so. But just be on the lookout. I have more reviews. Kind of been backed up lately. But I'll be coming. I think the weekend's probably my bread and butter for releasing these videos. So just look forward. Every, Saturday and Sunday, I'll just try and drop a video for you guys. So, have you seen Insidious Chapter 3? If you have, comment below. Subscribe, like. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for joining the quest. I'm your host, Marques Underwood, and have a good one.